Alright, YouTubers, and here we are. We're in the truck. I'm gonna tell you what the doc said. The doc's leading towards some tick, something with ticks, and there's something else. There's two things for ticks that they test for. They think it's that, but not sure. But they're going to give her a wide range of antibiotics for overnight, and see how she responds. I really didn't give her that much aspirin with the joint stuff from oh man, how can I make this turn? Alright, we're gonna get ready to go. But it looks positive. They're trying to be positive. They're trying to be real positive about the situation. Which I think she'll pull through. Because I truly think the little itty bit of aspirin that I gave her. They said she was running a fever. I could tell that by when I picked her up, and Sting, that thing from Amazon doesn't work. Doesn't hold the phone right. So anyway, I'm going to get back into filming. I think that's the best thing I can do right now, is get back into filming. So, yeah, they run all the plan on. Her kidneys are great. Her kidneys are wonderful. And usually when you have aspirin, that affects the kidneys. I didn't give her enough to probably even make a difference, but it just made it enough so she could sleep last night. But anyway, so she's getting a round of antibiotics. She is, Precious is. So it's I'm going to say universal antibiotics, because I understand they have some without really 100% pinpointing. This happens in like 15 minutes. So they're kinda, I get the feeling they're kinda just telling you something. But I think they have like an antibiotic that does it all. That's how I feel when it comes to this veterinarian deal. So they have a catch-all, basically. That's how I feel. So the things I want to do for the channel, but they're going to give me, well, back to Precious. I'm jumping around here. They'll give her the medication, and they want to see if she eats, and then they want to basically I'll have to give her medication for a month. This antibiotic. So anyway, that's that. That's the other thing that just popped into my head about with Precious. But they're going to call me if anything changes. So I think I had the worst of it this weekend because there's no vets besides Lancaster open. And if I would have took her to Lancaster, Lancaster would have probably been my truck here. Literally, the last time I took 7, and the lady come in, the doctor sat down, talked to me, said, oh, we'll give them a round of antibiotics just like that they did just in here. Yeah, she came in and she said, hey, a round of antibiotics, and then we'll give you some medications, just like here. But they didn't say we're going to keep them overnight. They just went right to, you got to put them down. Not even wanting to try. Not maybe, maybe the dog has some will in it to. I just wanted to go straight to that, and it was an ultimatum. Basically, you have $4,000, we'll do that. We'll do the whole, overnight or whatever they wanted to do to give him antibiotics and then send me home with him with medication. So. But I think they have because they're the only ones open on weekends, as far as I know, within this area. So, Rocky and I are going to go back home. He's a little nervous and anxious too because his sister's not with. He knows something's up. So we'll see how this goes. They'll call me with updates. The girl is going to. This guy in the van is so much in a hurry. Mr. Tech is in such a hurry and ride my rear end. It's supposed to be only 45 through here, and he's going like 50. I wish this thing would stay still. So when hopefully I can pick her up tomorrow. And that's going to be basically $1,500 for this whole procedure. Is $1,500. If you would have went to Lancaster, this would have been $4,000. So. Yep. 1,500. Hopefully, it's on the 1,200 side. They don't have to give any more, which I don't think they will, because I think with me helping with the aspirin, the light amount of aspirin that I gave, because she said you might have set them back with the aspirin. I don't think so. I really don't think so. Wow, there's a lot of stuff being built up here. And tore down. Yeah, so anyway, that's the update on Precious. But anyway, let me get back to the channel. I would like to start filming again. I'm thinking of doing 24-day MRE. Challenge. I mean, what I'll do is what I want to do is like take an MRE and go eat at a major like maybe some abandoned some place abandoned. You know, we went and hiked because I had 2 cases of MREs. That's 1 through 24. I want to do that. I want to go hiking. So hopefully Precious pulls through, because I don't know, maybe this antibiotic will have an adverse effect. I'm hoping it doesn't. They're being hopeful, so I don't want to get that call. I'm sorry, but she passed away. And then I go pick her up, and then I got to figure out what I'm doing. Am I going to cremate her, or am I going to go bury her? Cremation's $500. Well, now it's probably more than that because of inflation. Probably about $1,000 because of Biden. Oh, that didn't even cover it. If it would have went to Lancaster with inflation, that would have probably been a 10 grand, almost a 10 grand. You might as well say I'm buying somebody a new car. So, it looks to me like the car behind me is a cop car. Ford. Must have just ran my plates because he's turning it into the next lane to go around me. I wish I could just stay in one spot. It doesn't. It doesn't work. It flops this way and then it turns. Doesn't stay where you put it. I think it was like $9. So what do I expect for $9? Oh, look at Rocky. Rocky's like looking back where Sissy would be laying. I'll show you here in a second because we're coming up to a red light. I wonder if I should go to Aldi's. I wonder if I should go to Aldi's while I'm here. I don't like it. So look at him. He's looking. Yeah. So I'm a little worried. Oh, look, they did something with the donut shop. Wow, they tore it down and built a new one. That's what I see when we come up here. See, that darn thing keeps moving. Oh, I gotta talk. Man. Yeah, I wanted to talk about it the other day. Went to Goodwill. And they had maybe 3 people sit behind the counter or in the island where they ring up the stuff. There were 3 people, and then 1 came in. But I come in and I go down the one aisle looking at some stuffed animals. And this lady, I swear to God, had to be their loss prevention. As soon as I come in and I go and I try to do some shopping peacefully, she's in every aisle that I'm in. Her and then 1 other guy. And then they had stuff in their hands like they were going to buy it. So, look at that. I'm tired of this. I need a new thing. This is bull crap. Yeah, I really hate the I hate that thing that you're on right now. I really do. It's getting a sucky review. I love those people that like tailgate you on your ass, and then they're only going 5 feet. Maybe not even 5, like 100 yards from. They turned on and they're on your ass, and then they turn off. But they're right on your bumper. I hate that. That's just happened to me. It really burns my buttons. So, what gets me though, I think there's one male. I heard one male voice in the back at the vet office, and the rest of them are women. So, wonder if he's single and then he. Never mind. Yep. We'll leave it at that. We'll let you surmise whatever you want to surmise. One male. Okay, it's pretty warm in here. I thought it was going to snow because it was sprinkling. So we got Rocky an appointment for the 31st at 11 o'clock. That seemed like a good time. So, what is today's date? What is today's date? I don't even know what to do. Let's see what it says on this paperwork. Because currently I paid $1,000, and then when I come back, I'm either $200 to $1,500. I'm going to be paying another $200 or $2. Let's see here. What is today's date? Oh, the 29th. So Rocky, I pick Sissy up tomorrow, hopefully, and then the 31st. 31st in the so hopefully they can clip her nails and do a little bit of grooming and something for the fleas, hopefully. Anybody, can fleas carry the same diseases as ticks? I just want to know that. It probably can now because Bill Gates probably had figured a way out, because that's the first thing that escaped off the island was the fleas. Then it was mosquitoes, and ticks. There's if anybody won't ever look it up, but there's an island where they do research that's in the somewhere in New York Harbor or Bay Area. There's a secret where they do experiments on animals and insects. Probably now. So I know I'm just ranting. I'm just trying to keep my mind off what's going down. Because this is the... Well, there's been where I went out for training for 2 weeks. That's the longest I ever been away from... Well, wait a minute. I went to Louisiana. So Louisiana was 30 days. For 29 days, they can't pass 30. God forbid they pass 30 days. Because then that would accrue leave. They don't pay leave when you're in the reserves or the National Guard. Then they'll put you on orders. They'll put you on orders if it goes over 30 days. Or they'll break it up. They'll cut order 2 weeks, cut the order 2 weeks. They do everything in their power so that you don't get any benefit when you're in the National Guard or Reserves. I've been in both. 13 years in the Guard, and then just another six years. Another 6. Yeah, I'd say 6 years. Let's see, 2016 to 2023. That's 7 years. Is my math right? Can you guys tell me if my math right? If everybody's still watching till. So this has been almost 22:30 right now. I gotta pay attention to Rocky. He looks like he's gonna fall asleep, but he's looking back to where Precious should be. And we'll get him checked out, get his blood work and panel back, and see if he needs any medication. They both have tumors on them, so it wouldn't surprise me if it's cancer related, something cancer related. So, I'm going to have to do this, what I want to do, 24-day. See, I have to wait for it to be warm out to do this 24-day adventure because my house is heated by coal and I have a hopper that only well, maybe because when it's hot out it only heats the water, so I could probably get away with that in the summer because it only turns on once or twice, or I could just shut it down. But in the wintertime now, the pipes, I can't do that. I can't leave it. It's crossed my mind to really go ahead and sell the house. To sell the house. I need to sell most of my things. I need some people's help so I can clean up. I kind of become you might as well say hoarder. And I realize last 6 months. I just don't want to. I don't want to do anything. My depression. VA giving me a doctor that won't listen. A mental health doctor, he'll listen, but he's not really listening to what I'm saying. I quit my job. And he's like, oh wow, it sounds like you're doing so good, and you have no worries, no nothing. Which I kind of have no worries. Because I believe in God. God takes care of you, and I really think I needed a break, because when you have a boss that's a former heroin addict, well, actually, come to find out now, he has been hitting up before work and hitting up leaving work. And yeah, so the whole idea is, I was talking to, I was like, really, I'm really good friends with the director, and the supervisor didn't like it, so he was on my ass. And I got tired of it. You stand there, and all my trash cans were empty. Just got done taking the last cremation to be put in for the day. Was waiting for a couple guys to. It was like 3:45, and I was waiting for them to come out because they were back dumping grass clippings. And he pulls up and wonders why I'm just sitting there, and I tell him, hey, I'm taking a few minutes for myself. I didn't even have a break. That day. Because what they require of you is, like, if your truck gets muddy, the truck you haul the caskets and stuff around in, you have to wash it. So I washed it. So I didn't get to make a break because they did something with the schedule where there were three drawing blanks now. Three that was the spot they should have put a drive slow sign over that metal plate they put in the ground to fix the water main leak or whatever that back there. I'm going through the town of what is this town? What's the name of this town? Herndon. I think this is Herndon. Because I just passed the Herndon house. Yeah, Herndon Fire Company. I hope I'm not boring anybody. Hope you're listening. I know that there's trolls out there. I just block them. What do you think, Rock? So I don't know. I know the next time that Precious has an episode. She had her teeth. Now this, and then I don't know if she'll be able to make it. Because I would like to do the 24 MREs. I know I jump around when I talk to you guys, because that's what's going on up here. It's how I am up here. Because right now I'm nervous about Precious. I got my stomach problem, which my stomach problem affects my up here, and then, like I said before, Meniere's disease. It's everything together. It's the mental health. It's the core. It's all of it. Depression, whatever they want to call it, anxiety. I'm just so frustrated. And then, see, what you got to do is you go and you fight, and you put your life on the line, and you're shot at, and you have to do stupid shit like pick up napkins in a minefield. Because they blew off, and they're biodegradable. But no, some sergeant wants you to pick up the napkins. You know how nerve-wracking that is? I have a line of E4s, and you're all probing the dirt. That was one thing that happened to me in active duty. The second thing was the dead bodies. That picture, that actual movie, Enemy Lines, where he hides in the bodies. I think it's called Behind Enemy Lines. Or is that the one with... Well, anyway, there's a movie where I can't think of his name, but he was in the Armageddon movie. He hides. I really don't know the guy's name, but he hides in the pile of bodies. I actually seen those pile of bodies, and I think what it was Milosevic was killing off the Jews. Killing off the Muslims. I don't know, Muslims, they had different factions when we were there. They had like different factions, and it's so confusing. But there was a pile of bodies that lie on it. So, and we were with Special Forces when I seen that, and then we got back to the compound, and the Sergeant Major and the Colonel call us into the office, or at least I know I was called in the office, and made to sign an NDA. But I can tell you this, I know what happened to the NDA. The guy, sergeant, at the end of the deployment, all the important paperwork was thrown into a burn barrel. all the important paperwork was thrown in the freaking burn barrel. They didn't want us talking about them using kids, which that's another episode that happened with me. Me and one of the other guys that were on gate guard, and the sergeant of the guard, Sergeant Poole. When he walked, he bounced, and he was only a sergeant, and sergeant with a P behind it, so he was promoted. Sergeant, good old Sergeant Poole. He actually took a shot and killed a girl that had a landmine taped to her. They hurry up. It was because it was around maybe shift change. This was happening because we were looking under and the newer guys. I think they were in the main building getting their briefing, but he come up around. I don't know the whole thing. And he come up over the hill or whatever he did. He seen a little girl, and he's a good shot. I can tell you that. He was from Tennessee or somewhere. It was a good shot, and that was with a 45, almost maybe 50 yards away. Maybe 50 yards away. But back when this happens, you don't think about it. You're too much in the drama, and when you get back home and you start settling down, and you start thinking about everything, and then you like I had my daughter, and I thought about my daughter. That was my daughter. So this is what I talk to at VA. This is the kind of stuff I talk to at VA, and what stuff reminds me of. And these compensation people, I only had one real good one, and that was a lady at Fox Rehab in Mechanicsburg. Was the only one that was really decent. She actually sat down and she talked to me, and then, got an idea of who I am and who I was, and the rest of them in and out. And I just don't like that in and out. They only ask you, like, the one lady asked me, like, 2 questions and sent me on my merry way. So, and then all she said is, I'm going to look in your file and I'm going to see what testing was done, and then if it doesn't support what, you won't get nothing. I will do zero compensation. With zero compensation still gives me for and I don't understand their whole. There's like 15 different spreadsheets. Different spreadsheets so to figure out what you get paid. Yeah, so this is a 39-minute video. This one's going to be a long one, and I doubt everybody's going to hang on till the end or have it in the first 5 minutes. I'll have to break it up into I hate that when a car follows you. Good. There you go the other way. I'm kind of paranoid too when people are following me when I'm driving. But I would like to put my feelers out there for anybody in central Pennsylvania that would like to create a ghost hunting group or a abandoned group or basically just a YouTube group where we collaborate together and film, go out filming. I have 282 people subscribed. So we're almost home. We're coming up to Crossroads in Gratz. I think what we might do is I got a birthday. I'd hate to leave Rocky home by himself. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I've got really bad pain right now, right up in this area. It could be hernias. I have like 3 different hernias. They won't do nothing about that. Got told they'll wait till I'm like 50. I got 3 years to wait for them to take care of my hernias. Then one doctor said I had a fatty liver. I don't understand how that could affect. So I've been taking some stuff from Walmart that has stuff to like reduce the fat in your liver. Yep. So I think I'm going to have to break this down into maybe 2 videos. 2 or 3 videos, maybe 2, or I just let it go. See who watches. Oh, I'm tired. See who watches and how many minutes somebody watches. If they're curious about who I am or not. I talk about everything. But I really would like to do that. I would really like to take MREs 1 through 24 and go and have lunch at those different areas. So I wonder, get you and Precious on a good diet, Rocky. Boy, you seem so peaceful now. You tired? I know I am. I stayed up 2 days in a row with your sister. 2 days in a row watching your sister sit. When she started panting real hard in her sleep, I jostled her and say, hey, what are you doing? What are you chasing? So just wondering if maybe this last time when we went up for a walk, or did she always have that? I wonder if she always had that, because I don't know. But hopefully she pulls out of this. So I'll dump that concoction I made, which will help Precious sleep. I'll dump that concoction. I think that really this is the kind of outcome I wanted, is where she gets the antibiotics. That universal antibiotic they give the dogs. Because when it's a universal antibiotic, that they don't know what the pinpoint is. They're just making a hypothesis or a random Hail Mary. But I seen the piece of paper where they had her test results on, front and back. And then she showed me, and the kidneys were doing good. Actually, her kidneys were doing very well. See, that was one of my worries last night, or Saturday, because she wasn't eating or drinking. And then finally, all of a sudden, I had a talk with her, and I said, Precious, you can't do this to Daddy. You need to eat. You need to drink. Who's going to take care of Dad? And next thing I know, I had some water there. She drank the water. Then she ate the lunch meat I had. She ate the lunch meat that I had. So that made me very happy. Then I gave her some more. She ate like twice, but it was but it wasn't really a lot, but it was something to get in her system. So, and then I wonder how I'm going to give her these pills. I'm going to have to put it in a hot dog, fake her out, put it in a hot dog, and so 24 hours, so I can pick her up tomorrow, hopefully tomorrow. I feel better with that. They all seem very friendly and whatnot. I imagine if I keep up with preventive maintenance with them, it wouldn't be too bad. I mean, they would get their shots, and they would get the required whatever it is. But the whole thing I believe behind the veterinarian system is that they do testing on animals prior to us, because I definitely know the coronavirus was on immunizations for dogs. I definitely know that. If I could find find the blue folder with the shot detail on it, I can show you where it says coronavirus. So right now I'm driving. I'm wondering if it's in here, because when I was looking in the house, it should have been like right there, right? I gotta look again. It's cold out, but it's not raining. I guess I could get the coal ash out of the basement. I probably have like, well, I actually have 6 years worth of coal ash in my basement. I need to get rid of because it's a free service they provide here, but you don't know when they're coming around. They tell you it's every fourth Sunday, but it sits out there. When you put it out, it just sits out there. And then I call the freaking office, and they say, "Oh, you got to be put on a list." Well, if it's a free service, what does it matter if you put on a list? Why can't the guy write down your house number when he picked it up? You know? Because they should identify all these houses that have that use coal. But do they do that? This township, this Lycan borough doesn't make sense. Oh, there's the cops. State troopers. Oh my goodness. So, I guess we'll go. Guess we'll go back to the house and then. Alright, we were here. It's a 51-minute ride. So that's how long it takes me to get there. About 51 minutes. So, alright, I'm signing off here and we'll talk again next time. Till next time.